Hi everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to apply for Auction.com's new position for Supervisor of the TPS department. I'm Bob Fredrickson and I've been with the company for about 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in roughly a couple weeks, and I feel that I bring a lot to the company, a lot to the team. I'm 27 years old, I'm almost out of school, and I plan on working on my master's after this, so I know in the future, in years to come, I will be able to bring a lot more to the department than what I currently have done. Why me, you might ask? Well, again, as I've said before, I've worked for the company for 4 years. And in those 4 years, I've learned so much about the company's history from day one to present. I was here back when we didn't have the portfolio that we have nowadays. I came in when we might have had 20, 15 of us in here total. Nowadays, we have a department of over 70, and that's just our department, let alone the rest of the company and the massive growth I've seen and the strategy that we've taken to go that far. Basically saying within the last 4 years, you can say that I know a lot of processes that we do here. I know our bid team, our uploads team, even our reporting side, and I've had experiences and I've been able to dabble in every single other team since I first came in. As a supervisor, I know I face a lot of challenges on a daily basis. It is a salary position, and I know I will be moving from my current hourly position to a salary spot, and it's salaried for a good reason. On a day-to-day basis, I would have the overhead of my entire team that I'm given, whether it be the coordinators, other asset management, if I went to the bid team, if I also went over to the reporting team, whatever team it is, it doesn't really matter. I would sit there and see over 8 to 10 people on a daily basis and be in charge of them. I would be their main responsibility, and it would be my job to as well teach them and help them personally grow within the company, or if they choose to go outside the company, that's also up to them. As a supervisor for an asset manager, the position I'm going out for, I would be in charge of new integration with new systems and new vendors, such as our new auction sync coming out, which has been in development for 2 years already. I have been fortunate enough to have helped develop the program and the software, and I'm also helping to integrate it as we speak right now with our current testing platform with our auction live teams in California and Nevada and Arizona. And we're also looking at going into new states such as Michigan and New Jersey, our marketing states. These states have large potential, and we're hoping that this works out with us. Another big challenge I face with being on this team and leading it is forecasting sales and files that we might receive, following up with those firms on the files that we have not received, and following up with the firms on the files we have received to make sure that it is the correct information, such as loan numbers, case ID numbers, the addresses, street not avenue. All of this is important, especially when it comes to the trustor. The trustor, or what other people might call the owner of the home or the note or with the bank. Another big issue I will face on a daily basis will be customer issues, and these can range from auction day staff contacting me and informing me that we have our homeowners showing up to the auction with payment in hand and having to process that, helping them getting in touch with the banks or the firms who are handling their files, so we can either get their file postponed or possibly even canceled outright if they're paying within full. Probably the biggest issue I will be facing will be our Super Tuesdays. Everybody knows every first Tuesday we are having our biggest auctions nationwide. And during this time, we also need to make sure that our systems that we're dealing with don't crash as well. This being said, we also need to work with our vendor ASAP, who does some of the crying in some of these states for us. As we've seen in the past, this firm has had many issues with receiving files, being able to cry, even showing up to the auction to cry the file. Their people tend to not know our back end of the process and tend not to stay at the auction to cry the files and will just leave right when it says 10 o'clock, let's say, for a 10 o'clock auction. If it's 10:05 and they haven't received the files yet, they have been known to leave and just outright walk away. This will be one of the challenges I face, so I will be on the phone with them constantly. That being said, I will also be in constant communication with our higher-ups, such as our executive team, letting them know daily operations. Also letting them know future potential sales that we might see and future opportunities that might be beneficial to the company. All this ties in together. It's a very active team, as you might know, and I look forward to be a part of it as much as I can and be involved to the best of my abilities and help our company drive away and reach its fullest potential growth. Just a little bit about me with my experience. I first started back my official job career in 2007. I worked for the Walt Disney Company as an operations administrator, or also known as a ride operator. It was a job right out of high school, and I thought that if I worked for one of the biggest companies in the world, I would get some of the best experiences possible. And I think I happened to be right. I worked for the number one customer-driven, customer service-oriented company there is on the planet. And with 4 years under my belt, I've seen many instances of great customer service. I've also seen many instances of poor customer service. I've also received many awards from the company during my tenure there for customer service, especially with the disabled, and that helped me mold my career into what I want to be, a very customer-oriented pathway. Right after that, I was fortunate enough to be a manager for Macy's in their men's department, and I got stuck with being the head manager for the men's department during the holiday rush hour, or the 2011-2012 Thanksgiving and Christmas rush. And during that time, I had a team of over 40 people, and I was in charge of everyday operations, from setup to cleanup, from sales to customer service, from pickup, you name it, to receiving files, everything. I saw every part of the business every day, and I was able to sit there and get the team to get the job done on a daily basis without accruing any overtime. And I feel that this is a key component that we must look at with this new position, to not accrue a lot of OT, if any, to get our job done within the time allotted, and to make it be the highest quality during that time. Because if it's not the highest quality, then something's going wrong and something else needs to be fixed or altered to get the best quality for the best money. Most recently, my current position right now, I'm an asset manager. I've hired in the company again 4 years ago as a coordinator, so I've seen every step of the process that this company has. As an asset manager, within my first 2 months here, I took over my portfolio, which was considered the most difficult portfolio in the company, at least in our department. Taking over Michigan. Michigan was a disaster. It was a brand new state. We had no idea about it, about the difficulty that would come with it. I took it upon myself to do an internal audit. I wanted to clean up the portfolio starting day one. During this audit, I found over $13 million worth of sales that we did not capture, resulting in a profit margin of 30% on the state. We have a 30% profit margin on the state, and that's off of 30% of sales of files that actually end up going to auction without being canceled or postponed or removed for whatever reason. During my time as an asset management, I helped other firms both firms, yes, but other teams clean up their portfolios with their firms and automate and help them make the job much more efficient, to the point where now no one's taking OT, and they were able to make our position an hourly job, not salaried anymore. I believe in efficiency, and I believe in high quality efficiency as well. The better we can do our job, the faster we can do our job, the more money we all make at the end of the day. The more we can handle, the more we sell. Again, folks, thank you again for having this opportunity to interview for this position. I hope that my qualifications meet and exceed all requirements for this position. I hope that my leadership training and my ongoing leadership training that I've been taking with the company. It allows me to excel within this company. I see a bright future with this company, and I want to be a part of it. My name's Bob Fredrickson. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks.